This is a blog for Contemporary with Shanice and Rachel, week 2. Okay, so my target for today's session was to work on my movement memory. So today we'd just be going over more routines and going over them more. So today we learned some new routines in Shanice's lesson. We learned plie flatbacks, which will follow on from the contraction exercise that we learned last week. So the plie one was a little bit more difficult, I've found, to get my head around. So we would stand in parallel, do some plies, roll down, flat back, then up, and then this would repeat in first position, second position, and then finish. So with this, I found my plies, I don't push myself in my plies more, so I found this exercise really helpful to work on my plies. So I actually quite like this exercise. Just the hand movement, the arm positions threw me off a little bit as they changed and from third and different places and different positions in different places. So this is a routine I'm going to have to really work on. So in our assessment, it will go contraction exercise into the plie flat back exercise. So we'll work on joining the two together in the next session. But I really did like doing the plie flat back exercise, as I'm quite good at doing my flat backs, I believe. I just sometimes lower my head out of alignment, which isn't the correct technique, so I need to be wary of this. And recognise when I'm doing it, because I know I do it, but I just can never fully recognise when I'm actually doing it. So a exercise that we learned in Rach's was the leg swings. So this would follow on from the pulling of the arm exercise where we lay on the floor. So I've done leg swings before with Rach, so I was pretty familiar with this exercise. I didn't think I'd struggle with it. I was pretty much wrong about that. Because I hadn't been applying technique correctly before. Oh, bless me, sorry. So with the leg swings exercise, your legs have to be in parallel when they go, because the knees knock and then the leg releases to swing. So the legs in parallel is a bit I'd struggle with, as you can't see your own feet because you lay on your back. You can only feel where your feet are. You can't actually see them. So this was a little concerning for me, as my feet do have the tendency to wander a little bit, so I really need to be careful with this and keep control of my feet. The actual leg swinging part of it is fine. It's just getting back into parallel when the leg has finished swinging that is the most concerning part of me for this routine. But other than that, I really enjoy this routine. And then we learnt some more exercises. So in Shanice's, we learnt triplets, which is travelling movements. So a triplet can either go up, up, down, or down, up, up. Yeah, up, up, down, or down, up, up. And the leg is chasséing outwards. And it's called a triplet because it's 3 movements. So Shanice varied this up. So we started off with basic triplets, and then we went into moving the triplets in a synchronized manner in groups. And then Shanice decided that we'd do triplet turns, which for me was so difficult. I struggled with this so much, because you're trying to chasse, but you're trying to spot, but your arm's trying to whip round at the same time. So I'm really going to need to work on that one especially, because it was just mad how difficult it looked, and how Shanice made it look so easy, which was annoying, because I just stumbled all over my feet. So that's an exercise that I'm going to have to rehearse in my own time. I'm fine with the spotting, it's just the actual triplet footwork movement of it. And then an exercise that we learned in Rach's was a travelling one. So I'm going to call it the skiing one, because you have to get across the room, but it's like you're skiing. So you're trying to extend your foot as much as possible, and then your other foot follows, and then this foot shoots out, but it's not going like that to the side, it's going in front, which a lot of people struggled with this. I did make this mistake a few times, but then I managed to correct myself. The movement is like a drag run, so it stays low, it's not meant to go high. It's meant to be low, and it gets us to move across the space, so travelling is really crucial in this exercise. I enjoyed both of the travelling exercises in Shanice's and in Rachel's. I just need to work on the technique more in Shanice's, as I really struggled with it. I've learnt in class that I really need to practice my triplets in the footwork, as I really struggled with this, like I have said. How am I developing technically? I'm starting to apply myself more within the exercises, so within the contractions, and Shanice's, I'm managing to contract into my stomach more and to keep my legs from moving more, which is improving as I'm getting closer to the correct technique. I understand how to correctly apply technique in a flat back, how your alignment should all be the same, and it should be like a pole going from your head, shooting out the bottom of your spine. So I understand the technique, and I'm starting to apply it more, which is creating more of a stronger effect on the exercises. I'm always attending my sessions. I'm always professional in my sessions. My attitude for today's session was more positive, because I think I was more determined to actually get the exercises correct, and this paid off because I did manage to improve my technique in the exercises. So this was really good because my focus went up and then my commitment went up as soon as I noticed that I was getting it. So this was really a session that I decided to push myself on, which I'm glad I did because I saw improvement. 3 strengths of the session. I committed more in this session. So this meant I saw improvement. I was able to apply movement memory from the previous session, and I was not defeated by the fact that I couldn't get the triplet turns, just more determined to actually get them. 3 weaknesses of the sessions: I wasn't able to correctly get the triplet technique straight away. My head is still dipping in a flat back, which I am aware of this, but I need to actually apply the technique and sort it out myself. And my parallel position in my leg swings is weak, so I really need to work on this and not get lazy or slack in the sessions. 3 targets. My targets are to have practiced the triplet turns so that the next session won't be wasted and I can continue improving on it. I need to hold my legs in a strong position within the leg swings, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up on adding the 2 exercises together so that my movement memory will become better. So I want to be able to join the 2 exercises together, as this will help me get prepared for the assessment. And that concludes this blog.